tell you my passport story because I was saying that I don't want to go to studio, that I don't want to spend money. I went to all these people that used to do passport behind the tree.
Hey. I can relate.
I said I don't want to spend money. I went. I said I have to pay 600. How much? I went there. It's not my head. My head was big.
So me they use camera to snap me. Me they use techno phone.
No.
The man said I should stay like this.
No,
like this.
No, money is not that bad.
Welcome again to my channel. I know it's been a while, but hey, I am here with a very interesting person.
That's me.
My friend Evie. Hey, you might know her from Twitter. She's one. Hey,
oh God, please stop
popular influencer. Hey. Anyway, shout out to Evie. Evie is here right now, and she's here to talk about her process.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, so Evie just got to the US about a month, like 2 months.
3 months.
3 months.
Wow.
Hey,
I'm old now.
Evie's old in
I'm
US.
old now.
Evie's old.
Wow.
So, Evie is in Missouri State University. You remember she was the one that we took to school that day. To that cubicle. To that small room. Yes, Evie is the one.
No. But before we go for that, I'll move to a bigger room.
Okay.
A much bigger spacious room.
Congratulations.
And I'm in my house. Thank you so much.
You're alone in that house, in that big house.
4-bedroom flat, just me.
So yeah, so we're going to be talking about Evie's process to the US. Like, she's going to share it with you. I'll try not to interrupt her too much so that you can hear her story. And yeah, so I'm moving the mic over to Evie. Evie,
Testing mic 1 2.
Testing 1 2 1 2.
Hey guys, my name is Evie, and I'm a student of Missouri State University. So I began my process sometime 2021 February. I went to school. I got my transcript from my school, and I got to know about Missouri State University from Amina. And I was like, okay, let me check out the school. And I checked it out. They had the course I wanted. And to be very honest, the application is actually very, very simple. Like, it was very simplified and it was very easy. So I went to the school portal. I checked around. I looked at the courses they had, and I saw the one in lectures global studies. And I saw a way for international students to apply. I clicked on it, and I got redirected to the application portal, which was a grad cast application portal. So I went there. Like, the process was so easy. So you just had to have your transcripts. You had to know your CGPA total. You had to have your statement of purpose, that's your statement of intent down. You have to have like your recommendations from a
How many?
I used 3.
How did you even get yours? Did you have to go to school?
God, when I went to school for my transcript, I spoke to one of my professors.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I'm going for my master's, and I'm going to need a transcript. I'm sorry, recommendation. I was like, oh yeah, she's going to write for me. So he gave me his email, he gave me his number.
That's so nice.
I put it there. It's not nice. I used 2 months to pursue this man to submit recommendation letter to. I'm not even kidding. I will call him, I will text him, I will email, because my school had already other recommendations had already come in, and I submitted my application. So my school was like, oh, remind your recommender to like submit the letter. I will call. Sometimes he will not pick. So like, I'm someone, I don't like bothering people. So like, I'm like, God, after 1 week of disturbance, he has not replied. I'm like, I'm not say, call him, disturb him. You want this thing, call him.
You need it.
I will text it. I wish I could even show you the what's it called, the emails I was sending. I'm like, sir, please, I need the portal, like the school, this is so close, please say, like, oh, he's gonna do that, he's busy. 2 months, and he finally sent it. So after he sent it, I waited like 2 weeks, and I got a mail from my school. I was so like, I did not want to open it. No, calm down. When I saw the mail, I'm like, oh god, because I applied to one school. Like, I was like so confident that okay, yes, I had a CGPA of 3.95. So I'm like, okay, yeah, that
Scholastica.
Hey. So I'm like, yeah, my CGPA is okay. It's quite okay. It's good. Fair. And my CV, and because I was going for is like something. I studied history and international studies for my BA. I was going for global studies. So like, so I'm like, yeah, my previous academic qualification is like enough for them to give me. So I was like, okay, I'm not going to apply to any school again. Like, so if these people reject me now,
hey,
what will I do? So this was March. Around March, I got the email. I opened. I was like, oh, congratulations! We have offered you us blah 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 blah. And I was like, yay! They're like, okay, that international service are going to contact me for me to send my statement of account before they will issue me my I-20.
Yeah.
So I got to contact my sponsor to send me his statement of account, and international service sent me a message like, okay, yeah, you have been offered an admission, but you need to submit your statement of account, and you have to submit your passport. My passport came like 2 days before I got my admission, so everything was just you know Nigeria.
Yes, now
you know Nigeria, the passport want to stress me.
Some people have been asking how much amount of money should be in the statement of account.
Is it for school or to take to the embassy?
Wait, for school. So I said the school would tell them. Did the school tell you?
No. What my school told me was that the amount stated on my I-20 for one semester.
Exactly.
That is it. So it depends on your tuition for a particular semester. So you have to have more than enough, like 500k more or 1 million more than your tuition. Yes.
But did you see that? Like, because you said you needed to send your statement before they gave you I-20.
Yes.
Did they give you a digital copy of your I-20 for you to see how much is needed? How much did you like? They didn't tell you.
Not from your school portal, you're gonna know how much your tuition costs.
Okay. Oh yes, I had to send a statement.
Yeah, you have to send a statement.
But they will tell you the amount.
Yeah,
you will see it on the portal. Yes.
So I saw it. I'm like, okay, so I had to like add extra more.
Extra, yes.
Then I submitted it to international services, and in 1 week, I think it was 7 days or like less than 2 weeks, the I-20 came. I'm like, oh my god, US coming.
Hey, USA.
So after that one, the process is still long after that, babe.
Yes. Service fee, all those
I have to
things.
pay service fee. How much? Was not $320. I'd be how much again? Pay service fee. I had to like it was someone in the US that helped me because you cannot pay service fee from Nigeria.
Here, yes.
It's someone that is currently in the US. I have to pay the service fee for you. So you give the person naira, person help you to pay. So I have to send naira to the person. Person help me paid my service fee. You have to fill your DS form. That DS form is very long. Your DS form, you snap like the passport. There's the US passport is like that 2x2.
Yes.
Yeah, 2x2 passport. You snap it, then you fill your DS form, you submit. Then
white background.
I went to Studio 24. If you see my passport,
like your 2 ears should be
showing. Like don't wear glasses. If you see my passport, I paid 2006. Every time my passport story, because I was saying that I don't want to go to studio, that I don't want to spend money. I went to all these people that used to do passport behind the tree.
Hey. I can relate.
I said I don't want to spend money. I went. I said I have to pay 600. How much? I went there. Stop. You see my head. My head was big.
Maybe they use camera to snap me. Me they use techno phone.
No.
The man said I should stay like this. Like this.
No, mine is not that bad.
They use techno phone. They're not snapping me. I had to go to a studio eventually.
See, if that was in the. See, calm down. After I did that one, when the passport came, it was like, no, I can go for a bit.
Can't take this.
I said, if I can't use passport,
they will deny you. Hey, go back.
No. If person does it, I'm like, no. I'm not. They'll never interview me. I said no. It's not to now have sense and go to I said no. I went to meet under photographer close to my office.
They would have pursued you. You see that Frank? That's his video that was saying, get out of here, man. Then before finally my ID, it was a day to my interview. No, 2 days. And I went to Studio 24 with tears in my eyes after I've spent how much because of Alaroro. And I didn't pay the money I was running from. And I snapped a fine pictures. That time I had low cuts, curly hair. Because of I carved my brows. So like a babe. I'm like, if they ever see this picture, I'm like, yeah, this girl's a fine girl. She has money. She can exactly. She looks like a fresh babe.
I wish I was it. They denied me. They bounced me the first time. So let me continue my story, Jerry. So after I did everything, I submitted my DS form. I went for my interview. My first interview was for July 30th of July 2021. I went there. Before my interview, I was like, God, I was no longer sure of my answers. I was like, okay, this is my answers. I was like, okay, but it's too late to change because I've been practicing for a very long time. At work, I'll be telling my colleagues, like, come and interview me, be like my consular officer. So I went there. I was like, oh, it's too late to change my answer. So I went there that morning. My interview was for 7:30 a.m. So I went there. It was a lady that was there. She was like, good morning. I was like, good morning. I was smiling, mumu. I was smiling. Okay. back. Let us see. Show the way lost. So I went there that morning. I met the consular officer. She's a fine lady, calm lady. My interview was in Abuja, yeah, US Embassy in Abuja. So I went at 7:30 a.m. They interviewed me. They were like, how are you? I'm like, I'm fine. Like, where are you going to? I told them I'm going to say I'm going to Missouri. I can't see it. If you had woken me up, Evie, come and recite your transcript. Yes. I said, good morning, my name is Atunde Besochiku. I'm going to Missouri State University. That's why they rap am. I went to Missouri State University to pursue my master's degree in global studies with a concentration in policy analysis. Why did you choose this university? I mentioned why I chose it. I'm like, okay, that had the exact concentration that is the name of my career goals. I said that it was that it boasted of faculty members who have conducted extensive researches. I said like it was very, very affordable for my sponsor. Like, oh, who's sponsoring you? I said it's my maternal uncle that is because my sponsor I did not have the same surname with my sponsor. I had to make sure that maternal was this. I don't know. Oh, it's not like this is paternal. You have
supposed
to
be the same surname.
I'm like, oh yeah, so it's my maternal uncle that's sponsoring me. What does he do? I said, oh, he's a businessman. He's into the supply and distribution of high-end electronics and appliances. So
that's one thing. You need to know what your sponsor does.
Yes, you need to, and not just you need to like have a basic idea of, because sometimes like I had a friend that went for an interview and like they asked me to give in details what his sponsor does. Like some they can just came through. I'm like, okay, you just like say it in surface.
Yes.
But some them like asking you what type of business, how many staff does he have, something like that. So you have to like know your sponsor. You have to know in like fully what he does, like about his business. So I told them what my uncle does. So the part for my first interview, the part that messed me up, I was like, okay, so after graduation, what will you do? And this was the part I wanted to change before my interview. I was
very
like,
important
yes.
question.
So when she asked me after graduation what next, I was like, upon graduation, I'll be returning to Nigeria to take up a position at the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria. So now I'm going for global studies. And I said I'm coming back to take a position at the Federal Mortgage. But the lady does not know that Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria is not your regular commercial bank. Like there are policies, they do policies like we have the NHF scheme and stuff. So there are policies that are like housing policies.
Yeah.
But you know that US interview is fast. They don't have there's no time for you to explain. So you cannot give a vague answer there. There was no time. So that one, if you are giving an answer, you have to be like, you don't have to give an ambiguous answer. Your answer must be straight to the point. So there was no time for me to explain to the woman that that it's not like a commercial bank. So that part was like, what do you say you're studying again? I was like, I'm studying global studies. Say, what do you say you're coming back to do? I was like, oh, I'm coming back to take a position at Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria. She was like, so I went to explain to her, like, and I just went to the next question. So there was no time for me to even let her know that,
this is what you
So at that point, in my mind, I'm like, this one is doing like this.
You already knew.
So when she got out the blue paper, like, oh, I'm sorry, you cannot get, we cannot give you, we cannot approve your visa at this time. I felt bad, but I did not feel so bad because I knew that, I knew that at what point I had fucked up.
You knew.
If I did not know, I was like, okay, so why? Because I had my statement of accounts, I had everything ready. So she gave me, I took my L in pistol. That day I went home. As I got home, I just booked another date. I just paid, because if you say don't want to pay, you will just I'm not doing it again. So as I got home that day, I just like booked or paid for another visa date and everything. So when I was planning to go like a week later, because I still had a lot of time before my program began. But I'm like, if I go very soon, like, what's changed? You just came and we denied you. So I don't want an issue if I go again, they'll not to deny me. Because like, okay, you just came 1 week ago. You're coming again. I'm like, let me just chill.
Give it time.
I just gave it time. So I just deferred my admission to because I was supposed to go for fall.
Yes.
I just like got a date for what's it called? November.
Okay.
A date for November 30. I'm supposed to resume school January. So I had a lot of time.
Yes.
So I just did it for November. So I went the second time. This time. So let me tell you, I went with 3 bank statements. And I'm like, this time I went with my uncle's company CFO.
Okay.
Like, I went with, what is it called? I went with leave letter from my company, stamped and sealed, my company seal with a letterhead. I'm like, okay, when they asked me upon graduation, I'm like, oh, I'm coming back to my company. I have a letter with me. So like, I was ready. If you see my file, my clear file, it was heavy.
Hey!
I went there. I wore pants, trousers, I wore blazers, wore heels. hung my ID, my staff ID on my
Are
neck.
you serious?
I was the first person that they interviewed that day. You know, I don't want to be the first because I want to like hear people's questions so that I'll become as luck we have it. I was the first. Like I mean, they not opened the window. So I was sitting there for them to open the consular office as it was sitting in Abuja.
First customer.
I was the first customer for that day. My heart was bing, 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 bing. So now, let me tell you, before I went there that night, my friend and I was like, there's one consular officer in Abuja that if you don't have travel history. When I went there, first question they asked me, do you have travel history? They've not asked my document though. Do you have travel history? I said no. I was like, God, is this I'm going to come back again with blue paper? I was like, no, I don't have travel history. He was like, oh, give me your documents. As I was giving the documents, he asked me again, you said you don't have travel history. I'm like, which kind of question be this one? Which about devil?
What does that have to do with anything?
I was like, no, I don't have travel history because as I completed school, I've been working and my job had not like given me time to like leave the country. Yes. So I've been very busy. So I've not really traveled out just around my country. Like, okay. And I asked me, so where am I going to? And I said, no, so I can see that you're going to Missouri State University. I say, yes. Like, okay, I say, I can see you're pursuing this. I said, yes. So what do you currently do? I explained my job. So what do you do in your job? I gave him like my job role. I was talking to see. If you see my job role, I pack him.
Hey.
I was talking. He was like, okay, it's okay. Like he kept putting me. So I was like, it's okay. Say, so who is sponsoring you? I said, it's my uncle that's sponsoring me. He did not even ask for any paper. You know me. I went with 3 statements of. Is it 3? I went with my statement of account, my personal statement. I went with 2 of my uncle, his company's statement of accounts, his personal statement of accounts, and I went with the formal statement of accounts.
That you
gave me that July.
Yes.
Now I went to 4. I'm like, so that you will not have any excuse to say no. Right, okay, so after graduation, what will you do? I'm like, okay, so after graduation, I'll be returning to my current place of employment, and I'll be taking a bigger position, or I'll be getting the promotion after my my studies. That the current person in the position will be leaving immediately, or around the same time. Completing my studies, so I'll be taking over from him. I was like, I have a letter. I never asked me for my letter. Like, okay, he was just typing. I was like, what's this man the type? So as I just shifted my passport over, I'm like, now, but the white people are like, oh, so here you go, your visa will be approved. Come back, or you go to pick your passport. I say, I know we talk. What did they talk for that after that part? I did not hear anything though. After he gave me that white paper, everything he said.
Yeah.
I don't hear anything. You know, give me the white paper. I said, I don't know whether I should come and lie down and be rolling on that ground, or I should start crying. It was my paper. I was on mask, but people could tell that I was. There was a bounce to my step. I was going. People, those security, they chop my money. They're like, oh, congratulations, come and wash it. I was just making that money from my fire. I don't know, man. 2,500 went in my bag. I have 500 naira. I just dash it out. Finish.
Oh no.
I went to taxi. I don't have money to go home again. I had dashed the security people and everybody around because, oh, congratulations. I don't even know, I was on mask. I don't know whether they wrote visa approved on my forehead.
They will see your countenance now, the way you'll be excited. Like,
so like that was it. It was nothing so difficult. It's nothing like it's. I don't know. There's this fear that that getting a US visa is very, very. It's not as hard as people make it seem.
Yes.
Like doing the application process, it's not. It just requires patience.
Yes.
To do the process of the application. Like some people like it's good to pay agents and everything, but if you decide to do it yourself, it's something you can actually do by yourself. Because I did all my processes myself. I did not give agents 5 kobo. Did not go. The only time I needed someone was the payment of the service fee.
Yes.
Because that one you just needed to have someone in the US to do it. That was the only time I needed somebody. But the rest is you can do it yourself. The application process is very easy. Just if you're looking for schools, you can just like if you have a particular course in mind, you can just type your course. I'm like US university that offers this particular course. Like you get a list of the courses you want. You can go through it to choose the one that has like cheapest tuition. Like this kind of like the tuition was very, very fair.
Yes.
And they have graduate assistantship that you can apply to. So like there are a lot of options for you to apply to.
Yes.
You can apply to 2-3 schools to have like a wider option. So all this is very, very easy. And once you get your admission, you get your I-20, you prepare for your interview well. It's that they will not eat your head. It's just proper. They just want to know, the consular officer just want to know that you have the admission, you have funds, and you want to return. So once you can answer these 3 questions very well, your visa is granted. So any more questions?
Hey,
I've been talking since I've been talking for 20 minutes. Oh my god.
Yeah, so I just wanted Evie to like narrate her journey, and like there are lots of questions I know, like her settling in and all that. But this video has gotten to 20 minutes already, so we're going to end the video here. And I just want to appreciate Evie for taking the time to join us and to tell her story and to encourage you guys out there. You can do this yourself. Okay, you can go as many times as you want. Just make sure that you are adjusting. Adjusting it's not that you will go back and say and give the same answer again. No, make sure that you have grown, that there is something more convincing in your next interview. So thank you, Evie. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Yay!
So
all right. Yes, sir. So you guys should subscribe. You guys should like,
subscribe,
yes,
like, share to your friends.
Share. You see, we're giving you information for free.
Free. See, this people do not want us to charge for this information.
Exactly.
500k.
Exactly.
The only payment you can do is just to like, subscribe, and share to your friends to watch.
Exactly. Thank you.
We hope you enjoyed it.
Bye.